Hello guys, what's up and welcome to the new tutorial from the SketchUpArchStudio. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how we can start modeling with the SketchUp 2024, and it's completely optimized for beginners. So let's get to work and jump into it. First of all, when you open the SketchUp 2024 in here, you can see multiple templates for your job. And if you click on the more templates in here, you can choose what you really want to model in which type of environment and modeling system. For example, we have simples by inches or architecture unit by the millimeters. But most of the time I try to use simple as the meter, and it's really helpful. If you're urban designer or urban planner, you can use urban planning your landscape design by the meter or inches. So I'm going to click on the simple by meter, so I'm going to click on it. It takes a little bit of time, and after that SketchUp will launch for you. It depends on your graphic card because the new version of SketchUp is a little bit have some type of heavinesses in the graphical points. So first of all, we have these character in here. It's the simple 2D component in SketchUp, and you can use it for your different type of projects. So I'm going to delete it in here. And I want to start drawing, but in the centimeter unit. So first of all, you need to go to the window, model info, and click on the units. So in here you have format. If you change the format from decimal to some other type of formats, it will get a little bit hard for modeling. So best format is the decimal. In the length option, I will change it from the meter to centimeter, and area from the meter to centimeter, and volume from the meter to centimeter. So when I change all of them to the centimeter, now you don't need to do any extra actions, and you only need to close this window. Very simple. Now time for the saving. How we can save our files in SketchUp. You can press Ctrl S on your keyboard and save it on your desktop, for example. And it depends on you, for example on the document. So in the file name I can type beginner file and press save. Before you press save, if you click on the save as type, you can change the format of it, but most of the time it's the escape. So I'm going to click on the save option. Now I want to start modeling. First of all, about the drawing and your window and your toolbars. I'm going to close the default tray in here and move this option in here and this option in here. For the first time, if you use SketchUp, you will see, I think, this icon in this part of your job, and its name is Getting Started. So getting started have some problems because it's not really complete. So I prefer to suggest you that click on the View toolbar and activate Large Toolset in here and click on the Close option. Large Toolset helps you to manage all of your tools at the one place, and it's really complex. So I'm going to click on the Line option in here and start my drawing. First of all, we have three-dimensional lines. Blue line, which related to the Z, green line, which related to your X or Y, it depends on your angle, and red line, it depends on your angle again, X, Y, Z. So I'm going to click on the line option in here and start drawing on the green axis. You can change your cursor on the blue axis and you can see your line will be converted to blue, and it shows that you're drawing on the blue axis or on the red axis. So it completely helps you to manage your drawing. If I hold Shift instead of my drawing, I can lock it up on my red line, or if I hold Shift on the green axis, I can lock it up on my green axis. So I want to draw my first line on the green axis, but I want to add some dimension for it. So at the right side bottom, you can see some numbers about the lengths. I want to draw some type of line about 500 centimeter and press enter. on my red axis 200 centimeter and press enter. On green axis again, I want to draw some line about 300 centimeter and press enter. And on the red axis, I want to draw some line about 200 centimeter and press enter. So I can close this shape if I move my cursor to this point, don't clicking, only move it, and snap angle will be activated for you, and you can draw this line in here. If I click on the select tool, I can select these faces. So if I triple click on these objects, I can select all of it, and it's completely simple. You can hold shift and draw some selection box from the left side to right side, and you can see your shape will be selected for you. So it's work very simple and easy. Now time for extruding. So for extrude option, you need to click on the push or pull option in here, extrude faces to create 3D forms. So I'm going to click on the push or pull, move my cursor on my face, and push it up like that. As you can see, if I add some number about 300 centimeter, now I have some shape with some height about 300 centimeter. So it's work very simple and easy. Sometimes you need to adjust some type of new shapes on your shape. For example, I want to bevel some type of circle on my face in here. So I'm going to click on the align option, draw my first line from the middle point. So if I move my cursor to the middle point of each lines, I can see my midpoint. So I can click on it and draw some line in here. Click on the selection tool, circle. And now I want to draw some circle in this place with some radius about 80 centimeter. If I click on the eraser, I can remove these extra lines by clicking, and it's very simple and easy. So now time for paraboling these face in here. So I want to parabol this face from this face, but I don't know how. If I click on the extrude option, move my cursor on my circle, and left click on it, I can push it back to some place like that. And if I move my cursor on these backward face, you can see on face option will be available for you. And if I click left, it will shape like that. So it's work very simple and easy for beginners. You can do this job on different type of surfaces. For example, I can click on this line in here, draw some lines like that. Click on the circle another time and create some another section for it. But this time I want to use polygons. So next to the circle we have polygon option in here. If I click on the polygon, you can see in here we have sides, and it's about 6. It means that we have 6 sides. If I type 5 and press enter, now we will have some 5 side designing. So it's work very simple and easy. Right now I try to use 6 side polygon. The radius of this polygon is about 70 centimeter. Click on the eraser, remove all of these extra lines. Click on the push or pull. I can push it up to the upside like that, or downside like this. That's completely related to your taste and what you want from your modeling. Next item related to making copies in SketchUp. So I'm going to start my job with the circle in here. Draw some circle with some radius about 100 centimeter. Click on the extrude option, extrude it. If I want to extrude it equal with this shape at the left side, I only need to move my extrude cursor on one of these points and left click. So it will generate some equal height for this new shape in here. I'm going to click on this shape, click on the move option, press Ctrl on my keyboard, and you can see some plus icon next to my cursor. So now I want to take some copy for it. Now I need to take some copies for it. So I'm going to click on the left of my keyboard or my mouse or cursor, move it, type the distance for it, for example 400 centimeter. And now I need to type how much I want from these copy. I want to type 6 and x. You can see 6x in here. And if I press enter, now I will have some 6 copies another time. Like that. And it will generate for you. So it's work very simple and easy. And you can use it in different type of projects. Another item related to groups and components. So I'm going to click on the rectangle and draw some rectangle with some dimension about 100, 100 and press enter. Now I can click on the push or pull and add some extrusion about 100 centimeter again. Select it, right click and convert it to the group in here. So as you can see now we have some group. So if I click on the move option, press Ctrl and add my distance, for example 200, and type how much I want, for example 5x, and press enter, I will have some copies in here from my cube. But what's the differences between groups and components in SketchUp? When you create some type of group in here, when I click for example in this one, if I want to edit it, only this one will be edited for me and others will be stay in their position. As you can see, others are equal, but this one edited and have some differences. But now if I take another copy in here, for example, and right click on it and explode it, it means that exiting from the group mode. So if I triple click on it, right click and make component and press create, now I want to take some copies to see what really happens. So I want to take these copies, for example 4 times. If I click on the first one and click on this face, you can see all the faces selected for me. So if I hold Ctrl and continue my selecting, so if I want to select multiple things, I can hold Ctrl or Shift, it doesn't matter. It completely depends on you. You can select multiple targets. So now I want to show you how components work. So I'm gonna select these edge in here, this one in here, and this one in here. And now we have some option which name is scale. I'm going to click on the scale option and rescale it from this place to some type of shape like that. So I'm going to type my scale about 0.36 and press enter. And now you can see all of them converted and changed to the another shape at the same time. So this is the big difference between the component and group. I suggest you to use components for your modelings because most of the time you need to edit your objects in different type of positions, and components help you to create some equal changes for all of your subjects and objects. So it's the main difference between the groups and components. So final tip is about how we can take some copies rotational. So I'm going to draw some circle in here. 250 centimeter is my radius. Make group. And now I want to select these objects in here, move it to this place. Click on the flip option if you want to flip your object by your gizmo. For example, I want to flip it on the green axis, so I can click on it on the red axis or on the blue axis. It completely depends on you. Some type of shape like that. So I'm gonna select it in here, click on the rotate under the move icon, press Ctrl on my keyboard, and it will detect the center point of the circle. Left click, move your cursor to your end points, left click, and now you can take some copies in these edges. 30 degrees my angle of copy, so I'm going to click on the left on my cursor, left click on it, and now I need to type how much I want from this copy. I need to type 12x and press enter. So now we have some rotational copy of it, and it's work very simple and easy. If I select all of these icons in here and click on the move option and take another copy in some dimension about 100 and click on the flip option at the same time when they select it and flip it on the blue axis, I can create these type of shapes in SketchUp. So I can delete this one because it's not really important, and this is the final scene that we have in here. We have multiple options in here. For example, follow me option for creating curve passes or some type of edgy faces. How it work? I'm gonna click on the line option, draw some line about 1200 centimeter, and another line 1400 centimeter. So I'm going to click on the align option again, draw my rectangle like that on the blue axis, like this. So if I want to extrude this face along this pass, I need to activate my follow me option in here. So first of all, you need to select your pass like this, or you can hold Ctrl and select these two lines in here. Click on the follow me option and move your cursor on your face and left click. Very simple and easy. Your face will be extruded on your favorite pass. So it's really helpful for creating some interior designs, especially some designs which related to wall design and wall decoration. Finally, I can click on it and convert it to the group, and it's work very simple and easy. So last item related to how we can add some type of textures or colors for our objects. You need only one option which name is paint bucket, and when you click on the paint bucket, first window which open for you is the materials. You can click on these options in here. You have multiple materials like 3D printing, asphalt, brick, colors, grass, landscape, metal, roofing, stone, water, and some other things. So I'm going to click on the color named in here, and I want to add some colors for my 3D model. For example, some type of orange color for these cylinders, some type of medium blue color for these other cylinders. I can go downside, and you can see if you go downside in these row, your colors will be get dark. So dim gray for this object, go a little bit to the upside, cream zone for these options in here. So you remember my components in here. If I click on one of them and press Ctrl A on my keyboard, all of it will select for me. So if I click on this pale violet red and add it to my object, all of them will be changed at the same time. So I think it's really interesting, because it helps you to regenerate your designs at the same period of time. And I only need some blue in here and another one in here. Finally, it's about the first lesson, SketchUp for beginners. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If this tutorial is useful for you, please like and subscribe our YouTube channel. You can download this training file below this video. I upload the link of download it for you. So thanks for your time, thanks for your watching, and goodbye.